So we're back home from the New York State Sheep and Wool Festival, also known as Rhinebeck. And they hold that festival south of Albany at the Dutchess County Fairgrounds. So it's great. We get a neat mix of people from New York City and from New England and just kind of all over. It's a really great location, a beautiful spot, very hilly. It's in the Catskills in that area, right on the Hudson River. So it's just a beautiful place. And it's the time of year is perfect for a festival, right? Hello. Mabel. So I wanted to do a quick video just kind of recapping our weekend and tell you some of the things that we did. My niece Angelina was with us, with me, to help at the booth, and that was really great. Because Rhinebeck is the biggest festival I do. It's actually probably the biggest festival in the country. This year they sold tickets for 10,000 people per day, and this festival is enormous. It's on a really nice fairgrounds, but they've just do such a great job. There's a sheep show there, and there's sheep in the barn that you can go see, and there's shows all weekend. There's dog trials, there's competitions, there's classes, demonstrations, there's a fleece show and sale. There's a whole section dedicated to authors and book signings, and it's remarkable. It's a wonderful show, and really feel fortunate to be a vendor there. This is my second year having a booth at the festival. Last year I did a virtual one in my garage. Like I said, I just wanted to do a video kind of recapping some of the highlights. We did get a little bit of footage. It's so busy. That's the thing, having a vendor booth, I never get to really walk the show. I think I did use the restroom twice. But it's just so busy, and even if you get there early, you're kind of scrambling to get everything set up, and there's a lot of work, but it's really fun. And it was so great to see everybody. If you stopped by to say hello or whatever, it was just really great to see you. And hi Matilda. So I'm happy to be home though, and now I'm working towards the next festival I have in February, which is a local one near Rochester. A lot smaller, but still really great, just getting to see people again and stuff. My name is Jennifer Johnson. My husband and I own this beautiful flock of soft Shetland sheep here on Whispering Pines Farm. I'm also an authorized Magicraft dealer, and I'm committed to having inventory of all the Magicraft products here on the farm in Western New York, so that you, the hand spinner, don't have to wait to get the tools and equipment that you need to spin your dreams. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel to watch this video. You can help me by clicking on the like and subscribe buttons beneath the video. So let's get started, and I hope you enjoy this recap of my Rhinebeck Fiber Festival weekend.
The excitement began to build Thursday night when I packed up the van right up to the gills. I had wheels, I had wool, I had fixtures and grid wall, and it was just absolutely packed. So we left Friday morning, went over to pick up my niece Gigi. She lives close to us, and we decided to stop at the Center for Discovery on the way to Rhinebeck. It was actually quite close to Rhinebeck. And the reason we wanted to do that was I had sold them some sheep from our farm at the beginning of the summer, and I wanted to pay a quick visit, just see how they were doing. And I like to visualize where my sheep live after they leave our farm. So that was really nice, and they were very hospitable and welcomed us for a visit. So I really appreciated that. So she looks good. There's Rosemary, Freya, Nina, and Frig, and there's Mara. Hi, my girl. Oh my goodness, we miss you. We miss you, my girl. So big. The official arrival of Rhinebeck is when you see that "Welcome to the Sheep and Wool Festival" billboard, frenzied wild with excitement. It's official and it's real and it's actually happening. The booths were set 10 feet apart, so there was space in between each booth this year, and that was to allow for people to do social distancing, so that worked out really well. Our booth location was pretty much where it was the year we were there in 2019, and had, from what it looked like, I think we had the same neighbors, so that was great. And we set up, started setting up Friday at around 4 o'clock, and I didn't really have much of a plan. I hadn't set up a practice booth at home, I just never made the time to do it. So looking back, not really thrilled with how I had the setup done. I think there's stuff that we brought that people didn't get to see, so I'm a little bit disappointed about that, but as we speak, I'm setting up a little booth in the basement to tweak it to make sure that for future festivals, I have a standardized setup. And then I went Friday night over to the Zeilinger truck to pick up all the fiber that they were delivering, and it was enormous. 5 huge bags of comb top and quilt batting, which I didn't even bring out. I still have to figure out what I'm going to do with that. The festival started. So we stayed at the booth setting up on Friday until about 8:30, and it was a really long day, and we were both tired, so we decided to go back and get something to eat and get there early on Saturday. The festival started Saturday morning at 9 a.m., and we were right down to the wire. The show started, and we were still kind of scrambling. But I did manage to catch a little bit of footage here of some of the activities. One of the things I did was I bring very low cost drop spindles. I call them starter spindles. I like to bring those so that there's always many people that walk into the booth and say, oh, I would just love to try spinning. So I say, sure, why not? So I bring the spindle out and I throw some wool on it and just give them a really quick, very informal lesson just to kind of get them the feel. So I think at least 7 people, maybe 10 people left my booth with that experience, and I find that very, very rewarding.
Yep, exactly. And I love that. Walk it around on the hook. And I started it like so you're gonna be spinning it with this hand. So watch me. With it in. So now all you got to do is just practice. Now you've got the basics. Okay.
But I did get a lot of people trying the wheels, and I was really proud, and everybody, to a person, was just amazed at how wonderful the Magicraft wheels are to spin on. By Sunday, our booth, because I had these enormous bags of comb top and a drum carter and wheels, it just turned into like a studio, like a creative space. And people were just kind of settling in and having a good time. It was really fun when the younger kids came over and watched me spinning, and then I would get up and I would have them sit down and let them use the treadles while I drafted. And that really nice ceramic E-flyer accommodates that really well because you can spin at an angle. So I was able to stand next to them and draft while they treadled, and it was just really fun. And there were some kids that were really high-spirited, but once they sat down, they just fell under the spell of that wheel rhythm. And their parents were overjoyed. They were able to relax and just enjoy their kids, watching them experiencing something so very new.
Yes. Oh, I see it. No, it's okay. Thank you. I never did. I'm just knitting.
Now, is this a form of exercise? Because I'm thinking it looks like
This counts as running?
Is this sort of like rowing, right?
This is like running a marathon, absolutely.
100%. I mean, it's in multi-purpose. You're exercising as well as creating yarn. I feel like I should tell Christopher I bought a new exercise machine. He can use it too.
So it's Monday, home sweet home. We spent the night in Utica last night, and then I dropped off Gigi, my helper, at her house and just got home about an hour ago. So I've got quite a bit of unpacking to do. I was wishing I'd have videoed myself squishing in all that wool that I had received from Zeilinger's at the show. But everything fit, got everything home, and now it's time to unpack and go out and catch up with my sheepies.